Add diamond to the name before. Yes, because she looks so gorgeous.
And Prince Obata, your baby girl for life.
I am a baby girl for life. That cannot be contested anywhere, or you hug Transformer. Regardless, no object, or no day cuts. Regardless, let's move on to the next story. So, yes, Gege, who is a finance expert, self-acclaimed finance expert.
Why did that guy get that name? How you go just see that name yourself, Gege? And how now? Like, what's the inspiration?
The names that make say problem don't land. Anyway, so he view on relationships and financial responsibilities, saying he's not against love, but against using relationship as a way out of poverty. Speaking on the podcast, he advised men to prioritize building themselves financially rather than making major investments in women they are dating. According to him, many men suffer financial setbacks because they neglect their own growth in an attempt to please their partners. So much for men that women keep saying that they pick themselves first, this is Eden Glon training saying, but men use relationship to get free made every time. Why is it a crime when a woman gains something from the same relationship? Okay, so I'm going to take this other one. Glamour Mimi official says, how about men using relationship to escape poverty? Nigeria is known worldwide for romance scam, and the men are the reason we are here. Chai. Pray, so yeah, you can go on. Because this one, and I really chai from my angle.
Thank you very much for that, for the platform and the opportunity to speak. Now, this guy, honestly, I don't know why, people don't want women to want better for themselves. Every time people are listening, speaking women, this is what you should do, now woman feel good, they suffer. They like to glamorize suffering for women. Oh, my mother, those days, she used to carry firewood, she used to wash clothes with her hand. Why is it that you don't want women to enjoy? Now you're saying that men should not invest in women. Now, relationship is for different things. Yes, it's for love and whatnot, but if you love somebody, you want to spend on them, you want to invest in them, because you want your woman to look good. You want to say, oh, that's my woman, she's spending my money, period, right? So this whole thing of say, oh, men, invest in yourself. A wise man surely will invest in himself, but he also has to invest in his woman, because I will use Vera's word now. When you water a woman, it go grow, like say the woman be plants. But like when you invest in a woman, really a prudent woman will say, okay, now this thing that I've invested in me, it will shall show in your life. Now you self will still benefit them. So it's give and take in relationship. So the whole thing of say, oh, do not invest in women are using it as poverty.
Send them to school.
Bull crap. Although that one's a different matter, and I have reservations about that. But what I would say is that
you tell us your reservations.
But what I would say is that men are also doing the same thing. You see men leaving the country, going to marry old women, old enough to be their grandmothers because they want papers, or they want a green passport, or they want not green, we want a red passport now, right? So nobody really comes for them. But when you reach woman in the police and say, wait, make man, if you like be listening to Gege, him he don't marry you, they sing, you are single because they're listening to Gege, that you should be a selfish man. If you indeed you love somebody, you will spend on them, you would want them to eat good. Yes, as some people they tell their own story. I know go mention names.
Well, me, I smell hypocrisy,
Exactly.
and I second everything Fraser said. I really don't know the reason why, as a woman, I wouldn't want good things for myself. And let's even be factual. You people are always coming on to talk about how women use marriage to escape poverty. How many Nigerian men are actually rich? How many Nigerian men will be rich in their lifetime?
The people that have money are not talking.
The kind of money you need to have to bring someone out of poverty. How many of you actually have that money?
Have you brought yourself out of poverty?
Women themselves, they are bringing a lot to the table. I mean, these days women are educated,
yes,
women are working and all that. So it feels like it is a partnership.
Yes.
You are bringing something, and in most cases, the women are even bringing more. But I don't see them going around bitching about all of this.
Exactly.
But you see these men come on to just come and say more. You understand that kind of, like, you just say the most. Do you hate your mothers and your sisters so much? Are you happy that your mom had to go through a lot, had to train 8 children to school all by herself, had to carry all of the responsibilities, while your father had to be the irresponsible one?
Some children like it.
Why
yes,
you glorifying
I saw a viral video of a young boy fighting his mom because the woman was asking him, why did you not go to church? It's Sunday, you are at home. she was recording, and then this boy stood up and said, "Don't record me." Pushed the phone to the ground. She said, "Pick it, I will hit you."
The papa know
the boy was ready to hit his mom. Imagine. So some children, they just want to emulate the wrong characters of their fathers.
Well, in my own opinion, I don't know. Me, I just see this guy as somebody that, even though he's presenting himself to be misogynistic and all that, I mean he is, but I see him as somebody that was able to capitalize on how much a lot of Nigerian men hate women and how they are gullible, and he just preyed on that, and he was able to make his money. So all this one getting mad and all that, if you don't have the common sense to actually make your decisions by yourself, if you are somebody that is easily influenced by what people on social media are saying, then maybe anything you are getting, you actually deserve it. Because why can't you use your own reasoning yourself? You're a grown adult, for God's sake.
Thank you so much. But let's move on to the next story.
All right, moving on to the next.
Let me know fine.
Gege will be all right.
And a woman says so that go marry that kind of person after he normally says
no,
very
say the woman don't carry belle. No, see the video.
Who no see signs go see wonder.
Anyways, moving on to the next conversation. This one is rather sad. So, 2 horse riders have allegedly died during a horse riding event in Kano State after they were trampled by competing horses. So Eyewitness, the video is actually heartbreaking. As you know, the show onlookers were desperately trying to stop the remaining horses to save the victims, but the animals continued charging, trampling over their bodies despite the crowd's effort. Alright, let me take comments. This is from Shegetu, and she says, "Who does horse riding right through a cheering crowd? The accident was 100% predictable, and yet the organizers proceeded, and even the government allowed them to. This is so sad." This is Jamib, and he says, "It's high time for the government and the people needed to intervene to do the right thing. This is sad. They need something like Kaduna Muritala Square for this, not Lungu. Imagine their families expecting their returns." And the thought, this is in, and it says, what kind of event is this? They should do better to make sure that people don't die due to recklessness. This could have been avoided if safety measures were observed and proper protocols were put in place. I mean, it is so sad because this is I guess this is a northern thing. This is a form of entertainment for them, and maybe it's something that's been going on for a while, but the anyhowness of Nigeria is what is allowing this kind of nonsense. Because I mean, one would think they would take the right precaution, because in the video everywhere they were looked cramped and people were right there and the horses were racing right in the middle of the people. So this is already a recipe for disaster. This is a disaster waiting to happen, and unfortunately it happened, and it claimed the lives of 2 people.
Jesus.
But it's very sad, honestly. Like, I mean, it was a game that we were playing, right?
No, it was like a competition because there were a lot of us.
Exactly, like games still. And imagine you just wanting to do some form of entertainment, make some small money, maybe a winner will get something, and losing your life in such. I feel like the organizers could have done better. Like how they were saying in the comments, that why was there a cheering crowd and whatnot. Some things that we take for granted. So let's just quickly do something now. It has cost 2 people, or were they more than 2?
Yeah, 2 people.
No, it's horse riders, Abby.
Yeah, so one.
I've experienced something like this. So in Polo Club, like in Port Harcourt, there's a place called Polo Club, right? And I have friends that are members, so from time to time I attend some of their activities. Now Polo Club is very big. I think they have a Polo Club here in Lagos too.
They should have.
So they do some of these horse riding activities and horse competitions as well. My own problem is when the event is that big, or not even that big, as long as there is a horse riding event, it's only common sense to have emergency response around the corner. It's only common sense to have ambulance, because people sign up for it. Even on a global scale, people sign up for it. They legit sign their document and say, "I'm ready to do this," right? But it's not the fact that they have signed something that you can consider as their death warrant does not mean that you would not make sure they are safe. Yes, because how can you have such an event and not have an ambulance on standby or medical medical professionals, like they fell down and died, and that was just it. It's such a sad one. You know, if you know you're not capable enough, or you don't have the sufficient resources for a certain kind of game or activities, don't even try it.
Exactly. That's what I was even saying. Vera, you said my mind, just that you captured it better. Is the anyhowness. They know what they should do, but because they want to cut costs, or maybe they don't have the right funding to, or some will have the right funding, but to cut costs, I would like take more money. This emergency responders that they're meant to have, they will not have it. It's unfortunate.
It's sad.
The anyhowness of Nigerians.
Okay, so let's move on to the next story. May their soul rest in peace.
May their soul rest in perfect peace in Jesus' name. Now, this one is a very interesting story. We're going all the way to Peru, para. You guys, have you been there before? Me, I've been there, Shao.
Yeah.
It was true Fireboy. You know when they were going to shoot the video, and Ed Sheeran, I was in their
just
crew.
followed.
Yeah, I was part of the Vixens. If you look very well in that video, you see me. If you actually don't see me, then it means that you need to get your eyes checked, and I might pay for that, eye check. Now, Kyoko Fujimori has officially been sworn in as the president of Peru, making history as the first woman ever elected by popular votes to lead the South American nation.
Right.
She took the oath of office on 28 July 2026 following a closely contested presidential election. Keiko Fujimori is no stranger to Peruvian politics. She previously ran for president 3 times, 2011, 2016 and 2021, losing each election despite reaching the final round. In the 2026 election, she narrowly defeated left-wing candidate Roberto Sanchez by fewer than 5,000 votes, making it one of Peru's closest presidential races in recent history. So when I said, I was like, oh yeah, girl power, I'm so happy for her, congratulations to her, because I mean, now as of 2026, we have just 28 countries that have women as their presidents or prime ministers, and I'm like, yeah, this is what I love to see. Gradually we're getting there, because now politics has been male dominated for so long, and now when women even try and enter, it's always like, oh, deputy this, assistant this, they never get the main seats at the table. It's more as if they are more of administrative work. But now women are taking seats in the main place where there is power, and I'm so happy for her, and I know that she will do well, because she's a woman, and women, we normally do well. Now there have been a lot of controversies surrounding this, because her father used to be a president of Peru, and the man, unfortunately, was not a good president. And even when he was done with his presidency, he went to jail for crimes that he committed against humanity. So that's how serious it was. And people are saying, is this not going to be a part 2? This family. So people are now saying, this is her father. She's her father's daughter after all. It means that she might even come and continue from where her father, stopped. And I'm just saying that this woman and this man, they are not the same thing. The father must have done whatever he wanted to do in the 90s because of whatever reason he felt was best known to him. This is a different person, and she has different exposure. She has different wiring of her brain. I don't think she's going to be like her father. Do you understand? Yeah. And I'm really, I like the representation, because now a lot of overlooked issues like maternal health, things that would, or laws that would favor women will now be taken into consideration, because women are very underprivileged in a lot of societies, and Peru is no exception. Now, Peru has a lot of things that they are going through. There's a lot of crime in Peru: armed robbery attacks, extortion, organized crime, drug trafficking. I really do hope that she, recruits better officials that will be able to tackle and combat all of these things. Also, Peru has a history of political instability. All their presidents, also for some time now, they've not been finishing their term because of the whole fight to hijack their offices. I really do hope that this does not happen for her, and I really do hope that she can finish her term, so that we'll now see what she can do before we now compare who is a better leader. Is he a man or a woman? But my bet is on the woman.
Anyone, what do you have to say?
Honestly, nothing much. I'm happy that a woman was given the opportunity, to lead, and I'm hoping more country will follow suit. Women will run the world.
Period. Girls, women, ladies.
Yeah, and in as much she's meriting the position. I mean, we talked about it on TV, and Praise was explaining that her dad was also a president in the past, but she tried. She really tried. I think countless times.
This is her first time before she won.
Able to win and all that. So it feels like it's looking promising. It's looking promising. I wish her all the best.
Yes, sorry, Vera. Let me take it from your mouth. So
take it from my mouth.
So yes, another thing I forgot to say is that I think another thing that makes her story so inspiring is the fact that this is not her first go. She went for it 3 times before this. Now the 4th time she won at the 4th time, and it's so encouraging because. And for young ladies to see that you might try something 1 time, 2 times, it might not work, it might just work at the 4th time. Don't give up. Basically, some people are now saying that she did not merit it because it was her father that was there before. But I'm like, if it was nepotism that got her there, she would have probably gotten it at the first try. But she did not get it till the 4th try. So that's a lesson for us to learn.
Okay, so one thing I said earlier that I want to reiterate is the fact that on a global level, you see a lot of companies that are doing well, and majority of their leadership positions are being occupied by women.
Period.
So women are really doing great when it comes to career, and
100%.
yes, we should comment things like this honestly. But hopefully, she would not let us down.
She won't.
Yes.
She dares not.
Amen.
She knows that President Obata is in Nigeria.
For the new president of Peru, and that's why we're going on a quick break and we want to listen to Peru.
Hey! Very
and Ed Sheeran.
Good